Alright guys, time for a video that is a bit different to the usual fun we have on this channel, talking about Liverpool's dire performances of late. It's another mass debating video. You like the play on words? Well, if you do, then please like the video and subscribe. Please. Right, anyway, so the topic of today's video, or today's masturbation video, is debation a word? Masturbate, we'll call it that. Today's masturbate, or debate, is, are Arsenal a top six team anymore? Or more importantly, has the top six changed from what it was maybe 3 or 4 years ago? So 3 or 4 years ago, there was about 3 seasons where every single year the top six was City first, let's say, Liverpool second, Tottenham third, United fourth, Chelsea fifth, and Arsenal sixth. Something along the lines of that. It varied. Like, obviously, Chelsea got into the Champions League quite a few times. I don't know why I chose to put them fifth. Probably should have put United fifth. They only finished second once, didn't they? But anyway, obviously, with the emergence of Leicester City over the past couple of seasons, last year finishing fifth and only narrowly missing out on a Champions League place, and what you've got to remember is they were second and third for the majority of the season, pretty much just before the lockdown break started, and then it all went a bit tits up from there on. And obviously, Leicester aren't as big a club as Arsenal in terms of the size of the club. Like, the two biggest clubs in England are Man United, the biggest. Liverpool are probably the second, definitely the second biggest. Arsenal, I would say, are the third. Then you've got Chelsea, then Everton, but Everton aren't considered a top six team. You've also got the teams like Aston Villa, who are very big. Who else is quite big? And Newcastle, I guess you could say, are very big. Man City are very big. Let's not beat around the bush here. There's a false narrative that people like to make up that Man City don't have any fans, and I mean, and they base that off the fact that sometimes Man City, or most of the time, they don't fill the 60,000 seater stadium. They probably fill it by about 80 or 90%, which is still good going. That's like, what, 45, 50,000 tickets, because it's almost 60,000 seats, I think the Etihad is. And what you got to remember is, obviously, Manchester City, over the past 20 years, they've completely changed as a club. They were a mid-table side maybe 20 years ago, but due to let's not lie, due to the takeover from Sheikh Mansour, it's pushed them on, hasn't it? The financial help has done them a lot of favours on and off the pitch, and they are a very well-run club, and they do have a good fan base. Obviously, when you get a team that gets some success, you're going to have the fans, the glory hunters, who join the bandwagon, don't you? You get that every time. Like, even with my team, Liverpool, over the past couple of seasons, there have been loads of people who've jumped on the bandwagon of supporting Liverpool. And if we finish fifth this season, bye-bye. Enjoy supporting who's doing well at the moment. West Ham. They're fourth, aren't they? And yeah, so let's cut to the chase. So obviously this season right now, Leicester City and West Ham are in the top four. West Ham are a big club, but they're not what you would consider the top six team. It's a top six team. And this season, you've got Tottenham, who are now in 9th position and weren't in the top six last season, I don't think. They might have just got 6th, actually. but for a large portion of the season they were 8th. And Arsenal, who didn't get top 6 last season and are 11th at the moment currently, with Leeds winning the other night against Southampton. So I think it is a bit unfair on Leicester City, who look like at the moment they should secure top 4 this season. We don't know that for sure. There's still 12, 13 games to go just yet, but there's a good chance they'll get top 4. So if that should happen, does that mean Leicester City are now a top 6 club? Because since 2015, not only have they been in the Champions League places, top 6 places 3 times in that time period, they've also won the league. So does that not give them a very good argument or reason for being in the top 4? Because the top 6. I keep saying the top 4, top 6. I mean, that's what it's called, the Big 6. And I think the answer is yeah, because the top 6 clearly isn't based off who is the biggest club. Because if that was the case, if we're basing the Premier League off the biggest clubs, Bournemouth, I'm not trying to be horrible or anything if you are a Bournemouth fan, but you'd understand that you aren't one of the 20 biggest clubs in England, are you? And yet for 5 of the past 6 seasons, you've been in the Premier League. This is the first time in half a decade you haven't been in the Premier League. So clearly that's not how the Premier League works. It's not about who has the most supporters, is it? Otherwise, Man United would just win the league every season. And so I think the top 6 should not be based on who has the biggest fan base. So if Arsenal's decline continues to carry on and they finish not even in the top 10 this season, for the second season in a row they haven't finished in even the top 7, then I think there is a big case for them no longer being a Big 6 team. So yeah, that's pretty much my argument today. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe and like the video if you have enjoyed it and you want more content. And also comment down below, do you think Arsenal, if their decline carries on, should they be considered a top 6 club anymore, or the part of the Big 6? Because I'm not so sure personally. Anyway, I'll see you.